Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Jim with Jrclocker on eBay. Anyway, you can go to and visit our store anytime and see the results of what you're seeing today on the channel, in the store. And today I want to show you a little bit about SixBit. SixBit is a program that we use, a piece of software we use to list on eBay. Now I have this mainspring here. I've already done the wait, did I do? Okay. I've already done the setting up the ad. It's already written. It's all ready to go. So now what I want to do is I have some changes to make as far as this is our inventory control number, so it's BX991. Okay, so I'll copy that and put it down here in the product ID. This is an external number. This is all stuff that runs within the program, doesn't go on eBay. Okay, the cost of this is actually $1. And if I do BX, I get to what it is. Excuse me. Okay, this is a Hamilton. It's new with tags. You're going to see it here in a minute. I'm going to go over here. This is where I get my pictures. This is my card that's in the card reader that I took pictures. I'm going to take that one. I'm going to take that one, and they're going to go here. And that's a really nice picture. We're going to open it up because this has editing software built right into the software. Okay, so I can sit here and just edit. Now, I'm going to, brighten up just a little, just a hair. There you go. This is actually not my first picture, so it's not as important. I push resize it. I meant push crop. So I'm going to crop it. So when it comes out, it will be a lot bigger, as you can see there. And we're going to even make it bigger because we do 2,000 pixels. I'll go back here. Now you can see that it's actually resized down. And this is the main bag. And I am going to not have to brighten it up so much, but I do want to crop it in a little bit because this is going to be the thumbnail, and I want it to be big. So you just make it in there, and that will be set up there, and watch what happens. Okay. Just to show you, I'm going to use this picture because when I close this picture is going to change. There we go. And then the other picture will be the picture number 1 is always the thumbnail. All right, so okay, excuse me, get a scratch. All right, country of manufacture. This was manufactured in the United States. So, vintage, okay. We're okay here. It's a mainspring for Hamilton. That's my store category, and this is the eBay category. You can actually go in here and type something in here, and let's do. Okay. Pocket watch parts. Okay. Enter. It'll come up here and show you categories on eBay that you can put this stuff in. Okay. And pocket watch parts. That's fine. I'll choose that one. I don't know if that was the one I had or not. But anyway, that's the one I now chose. But that's how easy it is, because if I have something that I don't know, All right, so let's go like that. If I don't have, I have something I don't know what's in here, I can type it in, and it will tell me where it goes. Or I can go, well, this is where I just had it, so that's where I put it. It remembers like the last 10 that you've done, which is kind of neat. Now this is a fixed priced item. It's going up for $12.99. Is there anything else I needed to do here? I don't believe I did. Here's the shipping. Okay, so shipping I can do here. I could make some changes if I wanted to, ship it a different way for more money, or if shipping it international. This one is light. It's easy to ship. It's 14 to go to Canada. It's 18 to go to Europe, basically. And there it can be. That shouldn't be there. That shouldn't be there. Should be not selected. Okay. Anyway, or just undo them. So I believe this is supposed to be. I don't know. I don't know why that was that way. I would more or less say, well, $20. I think this should have been for like, for Asia, for like Japan and that. But anyway, I digress. I didn't understand it. So change this item only, or update the preset. Which actually I may do. I'm going to update because that's wrong. That was wrong there. Okay. So I'm going to update the preset and I'm going to say OK. And it says to me here, you have 1,496 items running with this preset in there. And do you want us to do the change in the background? Yes. So in the background, SixBit is going now up to eBay and changing all my ads that have this preset in it and correcting them. That's cool. Anyway, and I've known, I know about this, but I think it's cool that you should know. Anyway, so we have $1 in it. We have one to put up, and so we're going to do like that. Now I'm going to do one more because this one I took from an old ad. I'm going to show you how I took one from another old ad. I just put these guys up, okay? And so I am going to add another one. So I have another lot just like this. It's actually BX986, and I'm going to add that now, and I'm going to put this up, and I'm going to do custom fields because I did it with pictures before, so I want to undo it with pictures. Supplier's fine. And we're just going to go like that, and it's going to show up here. It just got added in here. My other people are working on these right now, so I'm going to move this out of their way so they don't get confused what I'm doing. And I am now going to change the number here to 6. I'm going to change the number down here. It's $2, same price. It's just another lot. It's the exact same thing, so I don't have to change this. All right, so, and I don't have to change any of this. I don't have to change any of this. It's all just duplicated. This is the price I'm going to sell it for. So now I just have to bring in pictures, and I bring in my big pictures here, and I'm looking for 986. These go in white bags, and then the way I do it is I take all the pictures past it to the next number, 987, and I highlight them all, and I move them over. Okay, and again, we're going to edit them because I have a little black mark over here. I don't need that. Anyway, so now here comes the editing software, and I'm going to do. I'm going to do first. I'm going to show you this saturation, which basically this is all like steel metal. There is a little brass in here, but I'm going to kind of black and white this thing. See how I kind of change the color. All right. Then I'm going to brighten it up a little bit. All right. See how I now made it more white. Then I will come in and I will crop it. And I can then just, I can actually move the section here. And then I will resize it. Now I have to resize, I like it coming in at 2000. So there it is. So now it's real big. And that was my first picture. I thought that was my first picture. But you know what? I think I'm going to make it my first picture. Because that's actually a pretty nice picture. But the next picture has to be clear that it's... Well, let's see what this one's going to be like. This is picture number 1. And I'm going to, again, do a little saturation change. Not a lot, just all right, then I'm going to make it a little brighter. All right, so it's just a little bit brighter, and then I'm going to crop it. I kind of do it in this way because then the last thing I do is resize. Resize. And see, now it's basically showing me what it's going to look like. And then when I resize it, it gets real big. And then these, I don't have to change them too much because they're just, you know, the first picture has to be white background, you know, and as big as you can make it because you want to be people to recognize what it is from the thumbnail. Okay, so you don't want much border here. Okay, and if I don't care whether you're selling clothes or you're selling, you know, makeup, or you're selling jewelry, or you're selling parts like this, auto parts or whatever, make it so they can tell what it is from the thumbnail, because that you'll get more looks. Okay, and it's like it kind of makes it a better search tool. All right, so I'm just going to switch to the first picture. First picture looks good, like it. No worries. See how it hasn't taken me very long to do this. I'm just copying it from a previous ad I did earlier, and I am going to save that. Then the next thing I'm going to do the last one of the day, and it's a lot different. I'm like knocking stuff over. Doing the last one of the day. I'm getting excited about it. All right, so all I have to do is come up here, duplicate it. It stays in the same thing because I'm duplicating the same place. It's not in previously listed. Otherwise, there'd be too much looking around. All right, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to put the pictures in fast here because I know exactly which ones they are. And there we go. This is going to change to 5. I have a tendency to do... Oh, it's waiting. I have a tendency to do things backwards because numbers backwards because when I first started out, I'm going to pick that. This is going to be my first picture, so I'm going to change this right away. And I decided this one, right? Yeah, that one. So I'm going to move that up. That's going to be my first picture. Go back to carousel. There it is. So we're going to open that up. And we're going to, this one, because it's black, I'm not going to worry so much about saturation. I want the contrast is better. Okay, see that? I get that white background. That's the most important thing. That's what Google wants to put your item high in search. Good first 3 words of your title and make it be what this is, and then the next thing is white background. It doesn't matter. Oh, what I forgot to do. Forgot to resize. All right, so I'm going to resize. This one's a really easy one to do because the black makes the contrast. It makes it just easier for the contrast, and I can now just crop. Because after the first, then if you want to put colorful pictures in or artsy dartsy pictures in, you can do that. But the first one, biggest tip to get better, more views. More views. Biggest tip you can do. That's close enough. That's close enough. We are done here. Let's check that first. Yeah, there it is. That's the first picture. Germany, that's right. These are right. The only thing I got to do now is I got to copy and paste that one. Anything else? 19, yeah. It's the same thing. This one I'm going to change one thing because I think this is not for Hermley, so I'm gonna two. And for German, I'm going to change this one around. Manufacturer. Manufactured clocks. That spins nicely. Let's see if it's a get. Okay. So I think this is for another company, but I'm not sure. Believe me when I tell you, the people that are really looking for this stuff will know that it's for, I believe it's for Jrclocker, but anyway, it's another manufacturer. Anyway, they'll know. So I take out the Hermley in there. I list it as unbranded. I let them make the decision. They're done. Okay, so now I can take these three, go to submit, fixed price. If it was an auction, I could do auction. If it was an auction with buy it now, I could do that. But a fixed price, good till close, or I could custom do it. I don't do that. I could schedule it, but I don't want to schedule it. And this is schedule. Schedule with 6-bit is free, no 10 cents. Schedule with eBay, it's 10 cents a piece. If I do this, oh no, usually I thought it came up with a warning. You may have fees. Fees may be involved, whatever. Anyway, fixed price, submit. You're about to see those three items in a short amount of time being listed on eBay, and then we'll go to see what at least one of them looks like when we go over to eBay. As soon as they get done, I'll show you how to go between. While you're here, down here in the corner here, you have my dashboard, things I may have to get, tasks, whatever. This is where we're in right now, is sell items. Check listings is where we're going to go to next. Ship orders, that's a place we don't go to because it's really hard not to give out personal information when you do that. And support is just different ways I can get a hold of support and write a ticket or whatever and check my account, whatever that is. But anyway, let's go down here first. We'll go to previously listed. And this is all the stuff I just listed. And this is the stuff I listed earlier. Anyway, I can just go, and I highlight this. I go over here to currently listed. It takes me over here to this item. I go to the little eBay symbol, and it takes me right to the item on eBay. I just put this up. This is what it looks like. Okay. Now, what you saw me do was right here. That's the only thing you saw in this description page. This isn't even there. Just these black letters, right? Okay, and I'll go back and I'll show you what that's all about. All right, so we go back here. Another strong thing about this program is, all right, let's go to something that, Jeff's doing this. Okay, let's do this platform escapement. This is filling in a lot here, even since we started this video, because the program allows, I don't know, unlimited amount of people to have a desktop and write ads. So getting SixBit, even if you're doing it for yourself, just by yourself, it is like having 1 to 2 employees. That's how much it can help you. So if you're sitting there going, I'm thinking about hiring, get this program first, because it's you get a 30-day free trial, and you get to choose the different plans. I'm on a pretty higher plan at like $60 or $70 a month. No big deal. I give it, if the other plans, higher, more expensive plans, did anything for me, I would do it. But right now I'm not. I lowered the plan because I'm not selling on Etsy right now. But if you're selling on Etsy, Amazon, or Spotify, they have plans, and eBay. You can sell on all those sites with a different plan. All right, I'm just selling on eBay. I can have as many stores as I want. Currently, because of the crisis, we're down to just one. But I can keep track and control and run reports and do everything on the software. It's really that kind of important. Now, see, here's something I just noticed here. Clock Parts and Associates. Okay, so I'm going to help him out. I'm going to put this in here. And we'll just do, it's not modern. Okay, I'm just going to do anti-clock parts and other parts. Okay, that's our store. Okay, so, but we're going to look over here, and you want to see what I meant over there. Okay. All right, so the description wrapper. All right, what I told you that you saw was just these black letters. I'll do something else here too. Just these letters. Take that out. I'm kind of doing some editing on his, and he won't know it. Right? But anyway, the black letter when I was making a circle in the ad over there was actually these lettering. This is under description. See edit description mode, and so that's saved. But when you go to the wrapper, this is this wrapper. I have several wrappers you can choose from, but this is clock and watch parts, and so you can go right here, and this is the wrapper. So the first thing in our wrapper says we have no hassle return policy. Then it tells our mission statement. It gives the title of the ad. This is title right up here. It's right there. Then it has description, and then this is the code that says you put the description in. What's in this box here goes right here, and then you have other disclaimers and things and questions and international shipping policies and different stuff like that, and PA residents have to pay 6% sales tax, and then our copyright. So this is something we write on all of our ads, and so I'm going to push cancel because I didn't change anything. If I had changed something, I would have said okay, and then it would have asked me, hey, you have so many, 1,100 ads running with that wrapper. Do you want to change them all? And then behind the scenes, it would go in and make the changes. Like the biggest thing we change definitely every year is the copyright. So it's now 2020. In December, we'll make it 2021, and then I'll just push OK, and it will make all the changes in the background. And next thing you know, 3,000 items will have the ads changed. I'll give you one more tip about something, because this is not, I'm going to just save that. I don't know. Something I have here that I sell a lot of, repeat it. Okay, here's some secondhands. Okay, so let's pretend this is a lot of, what do you sell? Let's say jump ropes. Let's say you sell jump ropes. And you sell the same kind of jump rope over and over and over again, but sometimes you get them from different suppliers. Now you have a choice. You can do that here in this section here, and you can add in different suppliers or whatever. I have a tendency to go up here, use the same ad, and change that number right there because it's from a different supplier. This is our inventory control number. So TB is an auction in Illinois that we went to. This is the product ID number, but it's also, it's in our title because it helps us keep organized and tracked. And when you're running 3,000 items up here, you really need all the organization you can get, especially because I'm a mess. Anyway, if you've seen any of my videos in the shop, it's a mess. It's a mess right now. We try to clean it up. As soon as we get cleaned up, it gets messy again. Because we have truckloads of stuff coming in all the time. Well, I don't care if it's the back of an SUV and the people are just selling me stuff. It comes in and it comes in and it comes in, and we just, yeah, we don't have time to put it away. We're listing it and getting it up and selling. I got a 3,000 square foot warehouse full that I get to go to maybe once a week because I got so much stuff coming through the front door. Anyway, so if you want to put up a jump rope and you want to maybe have a couple ads with jump ropes in it, and you don't want to violate their listing policies, you have that inventory control number, and it's a different than every single one that you put up there. They won't pick it up, and you won't have a policy problem. I mean, I don't know. I don't have. Well, what I just put up here. Let's put this. All right, number 317. If I want to do a search on 317, look at all the 317s I have up there. But you know, that came from that guy. This came from this guy. This is a different type of spring, but it came from another guy. But they're all 317s. But the manufacturer's a little different. But let's take a look. This one and this one are pretty close. Anyway, it just shows different. You know, it allows you to put the same kind of items up, even the exact same item up, and be spread out. Your bandwidth is wider on eBay if you just use inventory control numbers. I love them. I mean, a lot of people put stuff in bins. So in that bin, H1, H2, H3, I get it, and I think it's great that you're doing it that way. But if you put H1, H2 at the bottom, you're going to be able to see where your stuff is so much faster. I wish I could show you one of our pick sheets, but we go down here to ship orders, and I go to a pick sheet, and I can, these numbers all come up, the titles come up, but the problem is I can't show you because also the person's name and their user ID comes up. I don't want to show you that. But maybe I'll get a screenshot up to you at some point in time. You can see how powerful this 6-bit is. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Hey, subscribe. We're going to have more videos about 6-bit and how to list and you know, how you can get reports, and you know, you can figure out where things are. I mean, I know where we are, like in this one, Baxter, which is BX. I know where we are. I know this inventory company or this auction company in West Virginia, DH, and this is a really big wholesaler that we buy from a lot. He's a big picker, and we buy a lot of stuff from them. And this is, but anyway, I can sit here and tell you where we got all this stuff just by, this is a cuckoo clock right down here. This is a cuckoo clock shop we bought out. All right, that's an estate. Here we are back in Illinois for that one. This was an auction house in New York State, upstate New York. So, I mean, it's all about being organized, and it's all about spending more time sourcing and listing, and less time worrying about the little stupid things. So, people say to me, do I go out dumpster diving for boxes? Absolutely not. I buy them from Uline. Why? Because my time's worth a lot more than going dumpster diving for boxes, sourcing boxes. If I'm going to source something, I'm going to be sourcing stuff I can sell. I'm not going to be sourcing stuff that that might smell, that I didn't pick up the smell, or might have some oil in it. No, I get my boxes from Uline. If I have a problem with the boxes, they send me another. If I have a problem with one box and a strap of 25, they send me 25 more. It's so important that you spend most of your time. This is why I use SixBit, because I spend less time, and all my staff spends less time doing the physical listing than it does if you do it through the app. I would never do it through the iPhone app or any kind of app, whatever. Just a phone app. I barely use the app because I have it on my iPhone. I use it for general information. I just got a question. I just got an offer. I just got a sale. But other than that, I don't depend on it for anything. I use a desktop when you're doing this full time and you're making the kind of sales that we're making. You can't do it on your iPhone. So, if you're going through a step thing where you're starting out, and everybody has to crawl before they walk, and you take one step at a time, all the cliches you can always say. But the one thing you can do is you're going to have to move to a desktop, because that's the only reasonable place to handle big business. If you want to just do this as a sidekick, or I don't know, play at it, you use your iPhone. But anybody in YouTube world that tells you, oh yeah, I do everything on iPhone, they're selling you they're selling you YouTube. They're not selling you how to really list on eBay. But if you watch the people I watch on YouTube, I watch Craigslist Hunter, Pete out in Crystal Lake, Illinois, just outside Chicago. Hey, if you haven't seen him, you better go, because he's smart. You really want to learn how to what to buy and sell on eBay? Watch him. But he uses desktops. He may do some sourcing and everything with a phone. That's a cool thing to do. It's like having a walkie-talkie, but when you want to really contact somebody and have clear communications, you're going to use a real phone, right? You're not going to use a walkie-talkie. It only gets you so far. Also, Resell Rabbit. The two big ones that I watch are those two. All right. If you want to learn how to buy and sell in huge bulk, Resell Rabbit is a great place to do it. Also Pete. Pete's good too. All the others are, there are some better ones, and there's some ones that could really need some help if they really want to do it full time. You got to decide who's doing it for the YouTube dollar and who's doing it actually to resell online. And that's what I do. And that's what Pete does, and that's what Rabbit does. So that's the way it's going to be, and I wish you'd stop by.